Hello, welcome to my channel. We're just going to get another general message from Spirit and see what comes out today. Thank you everyone who subscribed to my channel, liked and commented on the videos. I appreciate you guys so much. Welcome to everybody who is new. If the video resonates with you, I'd love if you would subscribe as well. Please remember these are collective readings and not everything will resonate with you necessarily, but that's okay. Just take what does and leave the rest behind. Also, there is no gender, so you can change the roles as you need to. I just read what's on the card so it doesn't get confusing. Nine of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Four of Wands. Opportunity. Queen of Pentacles. King of Cups, Ace of Cups. The Moon. I feel like this King of Cups person, they're in this Page of Swords energy where they're watching you. And I feel like the thing that they're thinking about is like they're in awe of your resilience and like your what's the word I'm trying to say? Your integrity. They're in awe of your resilience and your integrity. So like no matter what happens, you stay in your integrity. You know, everyone has their ups and downs. Everybody has emotions that get the best of them, right? But even if you say you fly off the handle, right? Say you go a little bit out of pocket. It doesn't matter. You don't go so far out of pocket that you don't stay in your integrity, right? You say something that is a little bit more direct or a little bit more your energy is very kind and very sweet, right? So it's kind of an energy of like maybe you said something a little bit harsh, so people are like can get a little bit shocked by that switch in energy, you know, but it's just you standing up for yourself. I feel like this person thinks that that's like, I don't know, they're just amazed by how you handle situations, because no matter what happens, like I said, you don't go off the deep end on things or on people. You maybe you say something a little bit harsher than normal, but you don't let it overtake you. You stay in your integrity. I feel like this person really admires that about you. I feel like this person is used to dealing with energies that do fly off the handle, that do go off the deep end. But I feel like it's an energy that your strength and your resilience and the way you carry yourself and the way you handle situations, it's putting them in this Ace of Cups energy where it's like their love for you is overflowing, their admiration for you is overflowing. All of these like deep emotions are just kind of like overflowing, and it's something that they haven't told you, but it's something that they want to tell you with opportunity. I feel like they want you to know how they're feeling. I feel like they've been watching you for a while. I feel like they kind of have been in the background, like admiring who you are and how you operate and all of that. I feel like there's an energy of having watched you for a long time, and this Ace of Cups energy, like the wine the wine slowly pouring into the cup to, you know, over time, but now it's like overflowing all over the place, and you know, it's like they can't handle just like watching you anymore. I feel like they want to come forward and tell you how they feel with opportunity, but I feel like they're just trying to figure out how to do that. Justice. Whoa, too many. Five of Cups, Queen of Swords, Ten of Wands, the Empress, Six of Cups, the Fool. Yeah, I feel like this is where that energy of like having seen your ability to stay in your integrity and admiring that, this is kind of like, it's like the opposite, right? So I feel like this person was in a relationship with this Queen of Swords. Whoever their ex was, I feel like their ex was more in like a spiteful energy all the time, where if something happened that irritated this person, if something that happened that hurt this person, they would lash out. They would bring this Ten of Wands to everyone else. I feel like they I feel like they were not in an energy of going inward. I feel like they were not in an energy of like working through their problems. They were an energy of projecting. So I feel like that's why this person really like admires that quality about you, because I don't feel like you do that. I don't feel like you project. I feel like you go inward. I feel like you heal. Like I said, maybe you say a little harsh thing here and there, but whatever, you know, it's not an energy of you attacking people because you're hurting. But I feel like this person, I feel like they did that. I feel like if they were hurting, then the Five of Cups and Ten of Wands was projected outward onto everyone else, including this person. So I feel like this person sees you in this really high light, because no matter what happens, you take the high road. No matter what happens, you stay true to who you are. You don't let people like take you out of your energy. You don't try to hurt other people because you're hurting, right? This person really admires that about you. But along with that, I feel like this person, this Queen of Swords person, they know about this person's interest in you. Yeah, so I feel like there's just like a really heavy energy of projection towards you from this person. Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. What's this? The World and the Ten of Cups. Eight of Cups, 88. What is this? I feel like this is your energy here with the Ten of Cups, the World, and the Ace of Pentacles. And that's just kind of like another thing that this King of Cups is reflecting on. I feel like you you have this for yourself. Like, you've done so much healing that you have your own Ten of Cups. Like, you fill your own cups, right? Your cups are filled with self-love and all the beautiful blessings that come in on your journey because you follow spirit. Like, I don't feel like this is necessarily like a partnership. I feel like it's more of this energy of like self-love. I feel like this person, that's not a dynamic that was part of this relationship, this self-love energy, like being whole on your own, being able to conquer things that you put your mind to, being able to self-reflect and do some healing. I feel like that was not part of the situation here. So that's another thing that this person admires about you, is that you chase your dreams, you go after your goals, you pour into yourself when you need it. You don't need outside validation. You don't seek other people's opinions when you're trying to make your own decisions, right? With the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, you know, I feel like that is a shared energy between you and this person, actually. So, you know, Six of Cups can be like an in the past kind of energy, right? In the past, I feel like there was times where, you know, you did seek outside, not outside validation, but like when you were going through something, you asked people for help or asked people for their opinions, like how to get over it. But I feel like it's the energy of people kind of like letting you down and not really being there for you in the way that you needed them to, right? So it's an energy of kind of like leaving that in the past and realizing that the healing is an inward journey, right? Like, you have to go inward to seek the answers that you need. You have to turn to spirit. You have to follow the path. And I feel like that's what this is for both of you. I feel like when this person left this Queen of Swords, this King of Cups person, I feel like when they left this Queen of Swords, there was a lot of healing that had to be done, right? And this person realized that they could no longer ask like their friend group about how they needed to work on things, how they needed to heal, right? They had to turn inward. They had to let go of other people's opinions about what was going on. If they truly wanted to heal for themselves, then they had to do it on their own. It's an inward journey, right? They had to turn to spirit when they needed that extra help. They didn't ask other people. They asked their higher self. They asked spirit, right? They gave it time. They processed processed it. And I feel like along with this being your energy, I feel like this is that King of Cups energy as well. I feel like they've left this Queen of Swords in the past. I feel like that's no longer a situation. I feel like they are feeling like this energy for themselves because they kind of used you as a guide, right? Like seeing how you pour into yourself, and it elevated you to such a high vibration that blessings were coming in for you all the time, because that's the energetic level that you were on, is an energetic level of receiving blessings because you're so healed, right? They used you as a guide, and now I feel like they're in this energetic this higher energetic space as well, where they've learned to pour into their own cups. They've learned to take steps forward to receive their blessings because they're no longer asking for outside help. They're turning inward and doing it on their own, which is putting them on the higher vibration to be where you are. Can I get some more? Anything else on this person? Anything else? Strength. 2 of Wands. Judgment. 9 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. 7 of Wands. And Temperance. Yeah, I feel like, like I was saying, this person has used you as a guide, right? I feel like this person is in an energy of excitement because it's like they've come into this energy for themselves, right? Because they followed your like lead, your guidance. Even though you didn't know that they were doing that, that's what they were doing. And I feel like they're in an energy of like, it's like relief. I feel like they've let go of a lot of things from their past. I feel like they're finally feeling like this strength energy for themselves. I feel like they're feeling deeply, like there's this like happiness energy, but it's like deep in the pit of my stomach. Like they're just like so happy to be out of an energy where it's like combative and disingenuous, you know what I mean? It's like they weren't able to be their true open-hearted self in this situation, but because they followed your example and they've done the healing work and they started turning inwards and they filled all their cups with self-love, they understand the value of living from an open heart space. And I feel like they're just so very grateful that you were able to be this beacon of high vibrational energy, of unconditional love. And I feel like they've come into an energy of that for themselves. And anybody that is not matching that energy or isn't supporting them in that energy, I feel like they're walking away. I feel like they're putting up strong boundaries. I feel like they're like showing their true authentic self to people, and anybody that doesn't resonate with them anymore, they are putting up a strong boundary and moving forward. So let's keep some oracles. Cool. Wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. This is what they want. I feel like this is like, I'm seeing like a heart pounding out of someone's chest, like in cartoons. I feel like they want to come forward and tell you, twin flames, yin and yang, balance, union and duality, complement, polar opposites. I feel like this person, oh my gosh, an engagement ring, higher commitment, eternity, partnership and union, completion. This person, oh my gosh, the love that they have for you is so overwhelming. But like I said, they've been kind of in the background. They have fallen in love with you from afar. And they feel that because they learned how to go inward and pour into themselves and cultivate this beautiful reservoir of self-love, that they're finally able to tell you exactly how they feel, because they feel that they are finally on your vibration. And now they can come forward in their genuine, authentic energy and show you exactly how they feel. They feel like you guys are matched on every level. They feel so connected to you. They feel so grateful to have met you, and that your light had brought them out of this darkness energy. And I feel like this is what they 100% what they want to come forward and talk to you about. Like maybe they're not going to come, I mean, it's not an energy where you guys have been talking, right? So maybe they're not going to be like, let's get married first thing, right? But this is definitely what their mind is like circling around. I feel like they want a higher commitment with you. I feel like they want you to know that you are like their everything, right? So I feel like eventually this is something that they want and something they want to talk to you about. So I hope that brought you some clarity. I hope that resonated for you. Please like, subscribe, or comment below, and I will talk to you later. Bye.